Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Sew with Tina. In today's video I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful notch collar crop shirt right here on your screen. If it looks like something you want to learn how to sew, stay tuned till the end of the video. And meanwhile, I already dropped the pattern drafting tutorial on my channel. If you haven't seen it, I'll be dropping the link on my description box. Please do well to click and watch it, then you can come back for the sewing fashion. But if you already know how to draft a pattern and don't know how to join it, you can go ahead and watch this. And while I say it, please make sure to share, like, subscribe, and if you don't understand anything, you can always ask me in the comment section. I'll be there to answer all your questions. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Thank you. So I just placed my pattern on my fabric. So all I have to do now is cut. I already cut the back pattern on fold, and then the front pattern we needed two pieces because there's an opening at the front. It's a shirt, so we have buttons. So the front pattern is two, and then the back pattern is on fold. You cut it on fold. So here I'm just trying to get the measurements of the front so I can cut the facing for the notch collar. We didn't cut it, if you remember, we didn't cut it together with the front fabric, so we're going to cut the facing differently. So I'm just trying to mark out half of the shoulder and then half of the width at the downside of the clothes so that I can get an equal facing, and the one that will be enough to cover our lapel without it showing at the front. So just watch closely, you understand what I'm doing. So I'll just trim up the front facing here and then trim off the neck so it's match with the main piece, and then I'll carefully cut. So now I'll just take it off, and then, since we already measured the down where we want it and the half of the shoulder, we'll just cut it straight up. And then yeah, that's our facing for the front piece. I'm sure right now, as it's getting to this point, you're gradually understanding what we're going to do. So I went ahead to iron my interfacing on the facing where the button will be sitting. If you want to make a button hole, it's easier if you iron an interfacing on the fabric. So that's what I've gone ahead to do. I've also gone ahead to trim the interfacing on the main fabric, so I'll just iron it as well. So there's interfacing on the main fabric and there's interfacing on the facing of the fabric. You get what I mean? That's the half we just cut now. To use in turning the main fabric, we have to use interfacing on it, and I've gone ahead to join the interfacing together. So what I'm going to do now is just give it a good press so everything stay in place. And one thing about sewing is that you really have to iron if you want your finished look to come out really nice and clean. You have to iron in the process. Iron is actually one of the most important things when it comes to sewing. So now at the end of it, this is what your lapel should look like when you're done sewing. This is basically what the front part of the shirt should look like. So yeah, I'll just went ahead to do the same thing to the second piece, and then I'll bring it back to press. This is me just loving the outcome of everything so far. So basically, this is the most crucial part, so pay attention. So remember the 1.5 inches we came up by as our collar neck. So you're just going to stitch it up, and then that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll come back and show you. So here, that notch we made, I've gone ahead to stitch it up 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to open it right now and then show you what it looks like. When we're making our lapel, when we're trying to get the notched, there was a 1.5 inches we went up by, if you remember. If you don't remember, feel free to go back to the video to check what I'm talking about. So that is the 1.5 inches you just have to stitch. Now that's how that's where you have your notch. So I'm gonna head to stitch it at the lapel. So yes, now I think everything is gradually coming in together, and you can understand from here what we're trying to achieve. So what I'm just gonna do is join the back and the front shoulder together. So I'm just going to bring out the the back fabric, open it up, bring the front fabric, I'll arrange it out, and then I'll just, after arranging that, I'll just bring out the back fabric as well, put it on it, right side facing right side, and I'll just go ahead and join the shoulder and bring it back to show you guys. So here I've gone ahead to go my interfacing on my collar, and shortly we're going to be attaching the collar to the shirt. So now I'm just going to sew that part of the collar, that's the up part of the collar. I'm just going to sew it and leaving 1/2 inches at the down. Here I've gone ahead to join that, and even gone ahead to give it a good press. So now is to join the collar to the fabric. Yeah, this is the 1/2 inches I left. Like I told you, you have to leave 1/2 inches, the one you'll be using to attach the collar to the main shirt. So now I'll just go ahead to iron the 1/2 inches inward of one side of the collar. I'm just going to iron it inward. That's the part where I have my interfacing. And here, this is my shoulder, like I told you earlier. I'm going ahead to join the two shoulders together, and then I'll just get the middle of my neck, my round neck. I'll get the middle and then notch it, and also notch the middle of my collar. So like I told you guys, I've gone ahead to iron 1/2 inches from the collar neck, the one I'll be using to attach the collar, so that it's going to be very easy for me to join. You have to like iron one side of the collar, so that when you turn it with the other side without the interfacing, you just tack the other side up, and then everything is going to be neat and clean. So now we're just trying to get the notch at the middle, the center of the neck. We'll just get a notch there, and then go to the collar, also get a notch at the collar. You're going to fold it into two, and then yeah, make a notch here. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to like not over notch, so I'm careful. So for those of you that are still learning, like myself, you just have to like pin it up to make it easy. I try to, whichever one I feel like it's going to be very hard for me to sew, I just try to pin it up, let it stay in place, then that way it gets really easy. So that's what I'm trying to do here, just pin everything up. After doing that, I've gone ahead to attach my collar to my shirt, and I've also gone ahead to give it a very good press. So basically this is what our shirt is looking like. It's actually coming out very pretty. So yeah, I've gone ahead to cut my sleeve. It's actually a basic short sleeve. If you don't know how to cut a basic short sleeve, just let me know in the comment section, and then I'll drop a video showing you how I cut this basic sleeve right here. So now I'm just going to fold the edge of the sleeve. I'm just going to fold this by 1 inch, and then here I'm done. And then I'm just going ahead to iron. Yes, so that's my sleeve basically. I'm just going ahead right now to attach it to my shirt. So how do you attach your sleeve to your shirt? You're going to place it right side facing right side. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Then what you do is get the middle of the sleeve, notch it, and then attach it to the shoulder. when you get the middle of the sleeve, you notch and then you place it on the shoulder. Meanwhile, like I said, right side facing right. So that's what I'm doing right now. After notching, I placed the right side facing right side, the right side of the sleeve facing the right side of the shirt. Then you're going just go ahead to pin it up. If you can sew freely without pinning, then please go ahead and do so. So yeah, we fixed our sleeve and our shirt is ready. The only thing left is to hem the base of the sleeve, but I'm not going to be doing that until I've overlocked the inside, the rough edges inside. So yeah, we're done. And if you got to this part of the video and you really enjoyed watching it, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. And thank you again for constantly supporting your girl. See you next time. Bye.